Here are 5 mechanics to practice in Diamond. Listen, I know how hard it is to get out of Diamond. I was stuck there for 9 months. So here's a few things to help you. Mechanic number 1, aerial defense. Say what you want, but defense is one of the hardest things to master. You typically don't have a way to train this except for in training packs and in online matches. So the first thing you should start doing is practicing aerial defense. Now if you haven't mastered aerial control, this will be difficult, and I will teach this at the end of the video. First, you start by making a controller binding for pass ball. This will help in free play. An extra step is to make the reset ball button the same as the defend shot or pass ball. Learn to float in the air while waiting for the ball, and practice slowing yourself down in the air with limited boost. This will help you if you start moving too fast while going for an aerial. Second, go into training packs or make your own, and try to hit defensive shots in different ways. Maybe ways that are just more difficult than others. Remember that it takes time and a whole lot of practice before you get good. After practicing this, go into a casual or competitive match game and see if you've improved. Mechanic number 2, double taps. Double taps can be fairly difficult, and there are some different types. First, there are backboard reads, which are fairly easy, sidewalls, which are harder, and corner reads, which I deem the hardest. Here are a few ways to practice them. First, you can go into free play. If you don't feel comfortable with the ball just yet, start with a typical easy double tap. You can go from the kickoff if you need it to be a little easier, or you can go from the wall. Sidewalls are harder to do in free play, so I would recommend a training pack for that one. Whenever I get to a diagonal kickoff, I like to use it as a corner read. And when I'm feeling mechanical, I'll go for a corner read from a musty. If you can go from a ceiling musty, great, keep practicing it. You can only get better. Second, go to training packs. I know they're hated on, but they're usually really useful. Find redirects or backboard readbacks. They have helped me to improve, and after starting, I was hitting them in-game more consistently. I made my own and will have the codes for them at the end. Mechanic number 3, dribbles. Dribbles can help you in many ways. Ground dribbles make it easier to fake out an opponent or maneuver around the field and keep possession. Bouncing dribbles will help you move around the field while keeping your speed and direction. And finally, air dribbles. Air dribbles can help you above your opponent, stay in the play after a slow save, or help make a pass when your teammates are farther away. Here are some ways to practice it. First, like normal, free play. Dribbles are one of the tougher mechanics to learn, so practice them for 15 to 30 minutes a day in training will help. Start by dropping the ball on your car. No, that's what most people would say, but you'll never encounter that in-game, sadly. Start by driving up to the ball and rolling it up on the car until it reaches the third quarter of your car. Try and balance it while you make your way to the goal. After you've gotten comfortable with that, try and move around the field while balancing. Make some turns, maybe power slide a few times, and then try jumping. Ground dribbling to jumping can help you with the transition from the ground to the air quickly. Try air dribbling next. It's somewhat harder than the ground dribbles, so I'll make a video strictly air dribbling soon. A quick summary would be to drive up the wall and hit the ball into the air while keeping the control. Once you've gotten that down a little bit, try to go to an air dribble from a ground dribble and vice versa. Second, training packs. You're probably yelling at your screen right now telling me to stop, but I can't push it enough. It will help you a lot. Start using them. I'm not joking. Mechanic number 4, flip resets. Flip resets aren't really used until Diamond 3 or above, but it's good to have them under your belt just in case you run into a tough opponent. First way you can practice these are in training. Flip resets need to come after air dribbles in your career, because you'll need to integrate them too sometimes. Just like practicing air dribbles, you just do it over and over until you're comfortable. Now there are 2 different types of flip resets: quick resets and delayed resets. Quick resets are the ones that you flip as soon as you get the jump. That can sometimes change your direction more severely. Delayed are, well, delayed, and typically used in freestyling. When I do a flip reset in-game, I typically go for a delayed reset because it has become second nature for me. But sometimes I will do the quick reset if I see it becoming an advantage on my part. Second, go for one in-game. You'll never know if you can do it if you never try. I'd recommend waiting until you are 2 or 3 points ahead so there are no casualties. You've been warned. Mechanic number 5, 50-50s. 50-50s are essential in your gameplay and are a key way to making easy goals sometimes. The first way to practice these is in-game. Okay, so there's really only one way, literally just play a game. The first way to do a 50-50 is when you are in possession of the ball, keep it that way as you take it to the other goal. When your opponent comes around, don't freak out, just stay on the opposite side of the ball as your opponent. And when they come around, just stay that way. If they jump, don't jump. If they don't jump, then by all means, jump. The second way to do a 50-50 is when the ball is in between you and your opponent. The challenge is on. You're grabbing all the small boost pads you can get. You have to get to the ball first. Actually, you don't, and you shouldn't. Being second to hit the ball is actually good. Just don't be too far away from the ball when you try to hit it. That's all I have for the mechanics. We're going to move on to air control now. There's not a lot to teach, really. Just add the air roll left or right binding and use it. Go from one side of the field to the other side, trying to land on your wheels. Go around the ball while tapping air roll so the bottom of your car is facing the ball. Then try air rolling while curving around the field. Try not to lose a lot of speed, while still maintaining height and control. So those are the 5 mechanics that you can learn and put into practice to assist you in your journey out of Diamond. That's it for today, and I'll see you next time.